Hi guys, James back again after a week's absence. So thanks very much for Cassie for filling in. She cooked a spot on steak last week. Apparently it tasted pretty good as well. It looked good, but this week I've come back with a big meal. I didn't want to look bad after her impressive display, so I've got something that'll trump her a little bit there. So I'm going for a spatchcock roast chicken. It's really simple. We're going to do a little bit of butchery work on the chicken, but I'll show you how to do it. Very easy. So it's with a piri piri sauce. It's roasted with roast sweet potatoes and a Greek salad. Dead simple. Takes about 1 hour to make. You just prep everything, stick it in the oven, chill out, enjoy a cider or beer, and then when the timer goes, you know, take it all out, shove it on a plate. Perfect. Okay, so let me show you what ingredients we've got today. We've got a raw chicken, so a nice bird. Feta cheese, that's going to go in our salad. Spring onions, lettuce and cherry tomatoes. Got some avocados. These ones are a little bit raw. They need to ripen a little bit more, but just to struggle getting the fresh ingredients today. We've got sweet potatoes. We'll be making little chips out of these. And we've got our sea salt and pepper, obviously. We've got our Oldfield cider for refreshments. We've got some balsamic vinegar, some olive oil, and last but not least, piri piri sauce. Now you can make variations of this yourself, or you can use different herbs and spices on the chicken. But for the essence of time, and you know, everybody's busy in Hong Kong, this is a nice one size fits all quick solution. You just throw it on the chicken and then throw the chicken in the oven. Very easy, very simple, tastes fantastic. Where I'm from in the UK, this place, Nando's, is famous. So we say cheeky Nando's, so try it out. Alright, so let me get everything sorted and I'll show you how to make this meal. We're working with raw chicken here, so you do, careful where you put your hands afterwards because you don't want to get food poisoning. So take the chicken and we are going to cut the spine out of the chicken, okay? Now, in the West, we don't have heads, so this is the first time I've ever cut a head off a chicken, which is interesting. So you just kind of cut along the spine here. Oh. And you can eat this if you want in Asia, but I probably wouldn't eat it. So that's going in the bin. So it's so weird. It's so we're not used to this kind of thing. And we've got the legs here. So I'm going to take your chicken and grab a pair of scissors, right? And what you're doing is you're flipping it so its back is on the floor here, right? And its spine runs along here, and you can feel it with your hands, right? You want to take the scissors and you want to cut along the spine. Now it can be quite tricky in some places, so you've just got to run along the edge of the spine. Okay? Very simple. See, that's the spine down there. You want to do the same on the other side because you can't eat any of that. So you just got to work it. If you find a stiff area, you've got to cut around it. This one's a bit of a fighter. Try from the other angle, from the other end. You're gonna have to use a little bit of energy here. Oh. Okay, so once you take the spine out, you can use this for a broth, for soups, for that sort of thing. It does contain a lot of flavour and a lot of nutrients, but today we're just going to throw it away. It's not too environmentally friendly, but I'm sure we'll be alright. So once you've got the chicken, lay it flat, push it down so you hear a crack. You want to break that back a little bit, and we're just going to chop off the rest of the head. Okay, And we do the same for the feet. So you find the hinge of the leg, the joint, and you want to put the knife over it, and you should just be able to apply a little bit of force, and it slices right through the joint very cleanly like that, okay? Now do the same on the other one. Voila. Okay. But by all means, if you're used to having that, keep it. It's not really my thing though. So now we've got our chicken all laid out. This is called spatchcocking. When you do that, lay it out flat. You flatten it, and what that'll do is reduce the cooking time a lot because you've increased the surface area. So it means you're cooking a roast chicken a lot faster. It takes about 45 minutes to cook instead of an hour and a half. So you want to prepare a tray like so. So you get your oven tray and you put a little like resting tray, so you've got a bit of space underneath the bird so it can cook all the way around, right? So I've preheated the oven to 200 degrees centigrade, or you can do it at 175 degrees. All right, now you want to season the bird well. Just sprinkle loads of sea salt over it. You can season the bottom side as well, but I don't ever do that. I don't see the point. Okay, and just take it and just drizzle it all over the bird. Just be really generous with it. Don't worry, it's going to cook. Okay, so now we're going to wash our utensils because we've just sort of put raw chicken all over it. So we're going to clean down the board, and then we're going to prepare our sweet potatoes because they take pretty much exactly the same amount of time to cook as the chicken. Okay, we'll just prepare our sweet potatoes. Now you can roast these with the skins on or with the skins off. I prefer to roast them with the skins on. I think it's a bit more texture, a bit more flavour as well, and there's a lot of nutrients in the skins as well. So just chop off the ends like so. Any like gross bits, any particularly dark bits or uneven edges, you can just scrape off as well. Okay, so you just take a peeler and take off any horrible bits. These ones have got a little bit of dirt on them as well. It's from the farm or wherever they're from. So you want to give them a quick wash. So now we just want to cut them lengthways into quarters. Okay, like so. And then we're going to just place them all around the bird. Okay, now take a little bit of olive oil. You can use any kind of oil for this actually. I mean, if you've got I'm going to use canola oil again because I don't want to waste this extra virgin olive oil. And you just pour that all over the sweet potatoes. Ooh. Okay, and then for this part, we're going to use some cheap table salt because what you're trying to do is dry the potato out a little bit during the cooking so that you get a nice crispiness to it. Okay, so just dust the potatoes all over with some salt. Okay, now we take this and shove it in the oven. So I'm going to put it in the middle of the oven for about 45 minutes. So I'm going to put my timer on, my trusty iPhone. Okay, so in 45 minutes we'll pull it out and that should all be done. So in the meantime, we're just going to prepare our salad so that as soon as the chicken and the sweet potato is finished, we can just put it all together and eat it. Okay, and now we're going to add our avocado. God, these are firm, eh? That's tough, hey? Salad bowl. Some pepper. Okay, another quick stir, once or twice. Okay, now give it a quick taste. Okay, so now we're going to wait another half an hour or so before the chicken and sweet potato is cooked. Once it's done, we just pull it out of the oven, let it rest for 10 minutes, put it all together, and voila. Okay, we're back. It has been 30 minutes since I last saw you. So the chicken is done, the sweet potatoes are done, and we're just gonna pull it out of the oven, put it on the plate and eat it. So, the chicken is cooked nicely. Serve the sweet potatoes. Hear that sizzle. Now what you do, when you pull the chicken out, you want to take it and leave it to rest on a chopping board for 10 minutes. That will allow the chicken to cool down. Beep, 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 beep. That will allow the chicken to cool down and relax. Then also the fibres in the meat, it's called resting, right? The fibres in the meat will relax as well, and all the juices will go through the meat, making it much more succulent and tender. What you're looking for when it's finished cooking is a nice golden brown skin and cooked all the way through. So we're just gonna, so if you see here, you chop along here, it should be so smooth and easy. You are looking for the juices of the meat to come out. So we'll chop all the wings off. Perfect. And nice crispy brown skin. And look at the succulent chicken there, perfectly cooked. 45 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius, 175. Just keep an eye on it, and it's absolutely stunning. So give it a slice. Carve it however you see fit. There's no real way of carving. I just do it however I want. Okay. Gonna add the salad and a few of these sweet potato fries. And there we have it. Piri-piri roast chicken with Greek salad and sweet potato fries. It's as easy as that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next week. I'm gonna get eating this. This looks good. It's nice and crispy. Inside cooked through. But I think the sweetness of the sweet potato goes really well with the chili, the piri-piri, and the balsamic vinegar and the salad. They kind of all complement each other.